was refereeing men's basketball, the matter of player safety was not one that the guys I worked with, nor I for that matter, spent a lot of time thinking about. Of course, we knew the mandate that player safety trumped all other concerns, but we still focused little on it. We had about all we could do with the rules, interpretations, and game management. Primarily, we were vigilant to ensure a clean and clear playing surface. We kept fans out of the way. We monitored play for anything that could be judged illegal and which placed another player in physical harm's way. Beyond those things, we stuck to our knitting. Today, the matter before us is different, and I am trying to figure out how to redefine our role in words that have credence. Those in sports are being confronted, the correct word by the way, with more evidence that players in a number of sports place themselves in harm's way. That harm is accumulative and has long-term consequences. Now, when we take to the field, court, pitch, or diamond, we have a context that is troubling. When we see a flagrant foul on the court, we whistle and penalize. When we see a vicious trip on the pitch, we card. When a pitcher goes headhunting, we eject. When a helmet-to-helmet hit takes place, we flag and march off yards. We do all those things. We did before and we do now, but now there is an extra knowledge that nags at us. The other day, I read a piece on concussions in football in the New Yorker magazine. There wasn't any new material, but respected best-selling author David Resnick wove words into a harbinger, a troubling one, and to quote, "But the modern football fan, in possession of a conscience and a reasonable knowledge of the horrific statistics about injuries suffered by players, comes to resemble a nacho-scarfing version of St. Augustine, who, faced with his own lust, addresses God thus, 'Lord, let me be pure, but not yet.' All of us in organized sports now shoulder an extra burden. Facts once known cannot be erased. They change in outlook. They force a removal of illusions long used to avoid direct eye contact with the truth. I understand we officials are in the enforcement end of the business. However, we do not strategize sport futures. We do not set equipment standards or health policies. We aren't asked to legislate the rules by which the games are played. What then do we do in this new milieu, this new awareness? It's something more than assiduous enforcement expected, needed. Our officiating lives are spent doing what others require. Officiating is reactive with a hint of proactive common sense. The way I approached assignments in time gone by would not only be unacceptable today, it might well be actionable. These matters are serious, not to be trifled with. Officials voluntarily choose what sports they will work. Often that choice is because of a history or lack thereof in a sport. Sometimes it is the prospect of weather that steers someone. In other cases, we choose a sport based on the physical challenge or the mental acuity required. All good and true reasons. I believe the face of competitive sports will be changed for the good by those who love those sports. Some a lot, some a little. In all cases, the shifts will be based on the knowledge that those who play the games we referee can suffer long-term negative consequences. Paid players put ink to paper to accept that risk. The vast majority of kids who play sports don't have such an option, nor should they want one. I think, thus, we are going to be asked to do more in helping create and foster the new way of defining what it is we, as a society, want sports to embody. In the locker room before a game, we've always told ourselves to err on the side of safety, never more so than today, and let's be courageous about that. Thank you.